Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're doing well. You know, you're my people, and I love you. Always want you to be the big three, my friends. I want you healthy, want you happy, want you safe. Today, we're going to take a look at something local to me. This is Toasty Amber Lager. Toasty Amber Lager is brewed by az-loc-ale Beer Company. No play on words there. I am old, so I am not above, daddy and grandpa jokes at this point. We're looking at 4.8 for the ABV. 20 are the IBUs. Their address is 123 First Street in Chandler, Arizona, if you're out that way. There's the crack. Let's do the pour. Oh, it's got a nice color. Yes, we have chilled everything down because it is 100 degrees out here today. I know. June in Phoenix. Go figure. Anyway, put some eyeballs on, see what the can has to say. Brewed and canned in Chandler, Arizona. Blabbity government bullshit warning. Malt is the soul of this beer with a kiss of hops for an exceptionally smooth balance. It's malty and toasty with a honey graham cracker pop. Okay, well, I'm good with that. 12 fluid ounces, 4.8 is the ABV. I actually kind of like their label. Look, it's got swallows and the sunset. And if you've ever seen our flag is the sunset. It's actually a really nice flag. I grew up in New York. Our flag there was like a Dutchman and an Indian or something. Okay, that was cool back in 1650. And again, the new flag might be a little less palatable. Oh, she's cold, my friends. She is Chilly Willy the Penguin. 32.3. That's cold. All right. Well, let's see what she looks like cold. But a beer this color, 4.8, 20 IBUs. Oh man, she has that nice, rich copper color that's going to put her up in the 30s. Let's give her the double tray. Let's call her a 33. Which is obviously not going to give us a whole lot of head or any lacing because she's a little on the frigid side. Make all the jokes you want. All right, let's see what the nose knows. It's Biden time. Let's get that sniffer in there. Go figure. At almost freezing, the nose is nose. And yet you still get a little bit of that malty sweetness. You know what? I was going to put her down and let her warm up, but let's see what she looks like fresh out of the cooler, provided you know how to pack a cooler correctly. Sweet. Like a toffee caramel note. At this temperature, I'm not expecting her to do much. A little on the dirty side. Medium fast. As she's warming up in my mouth, she's starting to open up a little. I think we've got a really, really nice beer here. But we got to let her warm up. So we started at 33. Let's bring her up to 39.40. We'll go from there. Right back. Hang tight. Alrighty, my friends. And change. So we are in the zone. Let's see what she is going to show us now. That is such a pretty color. And again, she's not lacing because sometimes they don't. Slip of the tongue. Nice, so she's opened up. Soft palate, intradentals, nothing out into the extras, but she does leak down into the sublinguals a little bit and a tiny bit out into the buccals. The malt's starting to present, so she's sweet. But she's not overly sweet, so she's not super treacly. It's actually pretty nice. We've drank a lot of ambers and we've drank a bunch of good ones. This one is solid. So the hop note hasn't presented, but it might be there just to denude the tamp down the malty sweetness, in which case it's balanced really, really well. But again, she's cold. We're looking at her at 39. She's dirty. She's tasty. So far, she's looking like a really good cooler beer. But we're going to find out. So, let's bump her up. We went to 39. Let's bring her up to 45, right in the center of that sweet spot. Let's see what she's going to show us. We'll be right back. All right, let's see what we got, my friends. I got distracted. I wasn't paying attention because I found a giant, well, not giant, but probably a 6 or 7 inch round fire ant mound. And if you ever played with fire ants, you know that, no, they're brutal, man. They think the only thing worse than a fire ant is those bullet ants they have in the Amazon. And I don't want to get stung by those either. So, 47. Let's see what the nose knows. Nice, clean, rich, malty. There's a little bit of a citrus punch in there, which is nice. Interesting. Very interesting. Slip of the tongue. It got real nice. Right at the upper end of that sweet spot. She comes in. Soft palate, intradental, extradental, buccal. That citrus punch that I said was sitting there on the nose, it's on the palate, and it works really, really well with that malt. It complements it well. So it's not sour like lemon, it's more like orange on top of the malt, but trying to think how it puts it, because you know with the malt you have the sweet, and then with the orange you have the sweet, but it's more like bitter orange, but it's not like bergamot. So I don't know, but it works. Fast. She's cleaned up. She's not nearly as dirty now. It's kind of a pity because that flavor is really, really solid. She does cloy on the back of the throat, which isn't a bad thing. All right, let me get one more temp. We don't have a whole lot left in the glass, and it is 100 degrees out here today. So we are currently sitting at 52 47.5 is 52. You know what? I'm going to say we call it, because by the time I let it go up 1 more degree, it'll be up 6 more degrees. It's freaking hot out here. Let's do it at this, see what it has to say, and then we're going to wrap it. Now, normally with a beer this dark, I might grab some more and see how much warmer we can make her. But she's in her 30s. So, you know, I would normally say somewhere between 48 and 54 is about where you want for this color. So far, we seem to be right. Salute. All right, so at this temperature, we've lost that citrus punch that went in really, really nicely with the malt backbone. She's still not super overly sweet. She's not super malty. She's actually starting to die down, and the flavor profile is starting to fade. She ain't bad though. We've had worse. There's no sense in letting this beer get any warmer. Anything that happens after this is probably not going to be good. Oh, Hulk sitting up on there. You go get you some dinner, big bird. You take as many of those pigeons as you want. There's really no point in letting this warm up anymore. If she gets any warmer, I get the feeling she's going to go sideways, and we don't want her to go. Now, was it calling you? No. I was talking to the camera, the dog. Said whistle. Now both of them are here. Give me attention. Yeah, I get the feeling she's just going to go sideways. No. So, would I drink this beer again? Yes, I would, especially if she was about somewhere between 46 and 48, which is really, really interesting. Would I buy this beer again? Sure, but it cost me like $14 for the 6-pack. $14. It's more than $2 a beer. Beer should not be more than a quarter of beer. I don't care if Jesus is brewing it. Is she good for the style? Yeah, she's really good for the style. Would I like to try it? Well, buy it again? Maybe. Drink it again? Not a problem. Try it on tap? Love to. I'd love to go drink these guys' tap if this is an exemplar of how well crafted their stuff can be, especially if their brewmeister knows what he's doing and this is not just a happy accident. So, buy it again, drink it again, try it on tap. Handed this to me out of the cooler, I would say thank you very much. This is a really, really nice solid beer. Is it a good example of the style? Yeah, it's a really solid amber. Really, really solid. Interesting flavor profile. If you're drinking her in that sweet spot, right where she needs to be, she's excellent. I did not get the graham cracker cookie pop thing, but that could just be me. Again, I'm not Mr. Super Taster. Flavor progression was nice. Mouthfeel was really solid. She did some interesting things in there. I'm going to give this beer a 4.75. 4.75. No, it's a really, really good solid beer. Thanks for coming by. Put some eyeballs on. You know my people. Love you. Big 3, my friends. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head on swivel, hot and handy, hot and handy. A laundry list of unconstitutional restrictions that you need to be compliant of because we don't have enough politicians wearing big bird outfits. That's why. There's a little bird chasing that big old hawk right now, and that's a ballsy little bird, but he knows the big old hawk can't catch him because the little bird is faster. That being said, thanks for coming by. Put some eyeballs on. Do me a favor. Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs neutral. Don't care. Like, share, remind, leave a comment. If you have a suggestion, please feel free to throw it in there. Sundays, we're going to start transitioning over to sours. Although we shall see what pops up in the cider world. can only drink what's available, my friends. So that is everything I have for you. I will catch you on the next one. Till then, Skol.